The small, secluded town of Ravenswood, nestled deep in the dense forest, was eerily silent as the moon cast long shadows across the empty streets. The townspeople spoke in hushed tones about the strange happenings that had occurred in their once peaceful community. There were whispers of ghostly figures and disturbing apparitions, but most accepted them as fairy tales to frighten the children. On one fateful night, an icy wind rustled through the trees, bringing with it an otherworldly energy that seemed to permeate every corner of Ravenswood. As the clock struck midnight, a young woman named Amelia began to toss and turn in her bed, unable to escape the clutches of restless sleep. In her dream, a shadowy figure appeared to her, its face obscured by a disembodied fog. The figure beckoned Amelia, leading her through the dark streets of Ravenswood. As she walked, an otherworldly presence was felt in the air, and her surroundings became a nightmarish landscape. Amelia felt a cold sweat break out on her forehead as the figure led her to the outskirts of the town, where an old dilapidated mansion stood, its once grand facade now crumbling. The moon cast an eerie glow over the overgrown garden as the figure pointed to the entrance of the mansion. A bad feeling gripped Amelia as she hesitantly approached the creaky door. The door swung open as she stepped through it. As the door swung open, a haunting melody echoed through the hallways, sending shivers down her spine. An ancient energy lingered in the air, and Amelia felt invisible eyes watching her every move. As she explored the dimly lit rooms, the walls seemed to whisper long-forgotten secrets, and the floorboards creaked under her weight. As she climbed the front staircase to the front door, the walls seemed to whisper long-forgotten secrets, and the floorboards creaked under her weight. As she climbed the grand staircase, the melody grew louder and pulled her toward an ornate door at the end of the hallway. With a shudder, she pushed it open, revealing a room flooded with otherworldly light. In the center of the room hovered a ghostly figure surrounded by a disembodied mist. The figure slowly turned to face Amelia, and the mist began to thicken, revealing a face that sent shivers down her spine. The figure spoke, and a shiver ran down her spine. The figure spoke, and its voice echoed around the room like a ghostly lament. "Amelia, you have been chosen to uncover the truth that lurks in the shadows of Ravenswood." Suddenly, the room transformed, and Amelia found herself standing in the very center of an ancient ritual. The townspeople, clad in hooded robes, chanted in an ancient language, their eyes glazed with otherworldly fervor. At the center of the ritual stood a dark entity, its form shifting between shadow and matter. A dark entity, its form shifting between shadow and matter. As the ritual reached its climax, a blinding light flooded the area, and Amelia awoke in her bed, panting. The first rays of sunlight shone through the curtains, dispelling the darkness that had engulfed Ravenswood. The once ghostly energy that had permeated the town dissipated like morning fog. Amelia could not escape the glow of the ritual. Amelia couldn't shake the feeling that the dream was more than a figment of her imagination. Memories of the ghostly figure and the ancient ritual haunted her waking hours. As she walked the quiet streets of Ravenswood, the townspeople seemed to avoid her gaze, as if they shared a common secret. In the quiet hours of the night, Amelia was often drawn back to the mansion, where a melody played endlessly. A ghostly figure appeared, whispering cryptic messages about the town's hidden past and the ancient entity slumbering beneath Ravenswood. Ravenswood remained a town shrouded in mystery. Its secrets lurked in the shadows, waiting for the chosen dreamer to unravel the terrible truth lurking in the mystical depths of the night.